Chael Sonnen reveals Dustin Poirier's current goal in the UFC. Chael Sonnen believes Dustin Poirier's primary goal is not to become the champion as of today. That being said, Sonnen also noted that championship aspirations are very realistic for the Diamond. However, the American gangster believes that Poirier is aiming to reach even higher than championship status, which only an elite few have reached. According to Sonnen, the Diamond wants a level of stardom like Conor McGregor or the Diaz brothers, where he gets to headline cards irrespective of the outcome of his last fight.
Dustin Poirier right now is not on a mission to be champion. And to become champion is very realistic. That's not the statement I'm making. Dustin Poirier's number one goal right now is not to reclaim his championship. He wants to go into a category. It's the elite of the elite. It's a category so high that when you start training and you set out to do this sport, you don't even set a goal to do. You set a goal to be champion. You're going to set a goal to be in the UFC. You set a goal to be in Bellator. You set a goal to be world champion. Right, hold on. There's one more category above champion. One category. And that is when the outcome of your fight doesn't matter. When you get to a level of stardom, I know that's a disgusting word, right? Poirier is a regular guy. He won't love that I'm using that word. But when you get to a level of popularity where the outcome of your match no longer matters, it would not matter if you won or lost. The next time you come out, the crowd will be sold out and you will be in the main event. Even if you're coming off of a loss, your next fight will be the main event. Now you're talking about Conor McGregor status.
Do you agree with Sonnen? Do you think this is Poirier's goal? Don't be shy and leave us a comment. Israel Adesanya claims he has Pereira's number. Despite falling to defeat against newly crowned UFC middleweight champion Alex Pereira this past weekend, Israel Adesanya believes he has the Brazilian's number. During a recent post-fight appearance on the Flagrant podcast, hosted by Andrew Schulz, Adesanya reflected on his first defeat at middleweight and assessed his plans moving forward.
I can beat him.
I know you can be. All right, why do you feel more confident?
Because I've been in there with him too many times now. And I've also taken his best shots in different gloves. I took him down. I controlled him. I know what to do now because I compromised his legs early, but then he compromised mine as well. But he just did his. It's like if I hit his perineal nerve, we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Right.
It would have been different.
Right.
He would have been. If you know, in another parallel universe, all that kind of shit. But yeah, he just did it better, and I just know I can beat him. I know I have his number, but again, he just somehow gets it done because he's a comeback kid.
Is there more confidence? No.
On social media post-fight, Adesanya acknowledged that Pereira won the battle once again at UFC 281. However, the last stylebender insisted that the war is far from over, something he'll hope to prove if and when the pair run it back. What do you make of Israel Adesanya's remarks? Do you agree that he has Alex Pereira's number? Let us know in the comments. Alex Pereira knockout over Israel Adesanya shakes up middleweight and pound-for-pound charts. Newly crowned middleweight champion Alex Pereira shook up the 185-pound rankings, as well as the pound-for-pound list, by stopping former division title holder Israel Adesanya in the UFC 281 pay-per-view main event back on November 12th in New York. Here's how the middleweight and pound-for-pound rankings look now. Volkanovski keeps his place the number 1 spot for the pound-for-pound list. Makhachev goes up by 1 and gets the number 2 spot. Leon Edwards also goes up the ladder to become the number 3. Usman goes down by 1 to number 4. And Ngannou as the 5th. Adesanya dropping down 4 spots to become number 6. Oliveira as the 7th. The newly ranked champ Alex Pereira as the number 8. Sterling 9th and Prochazka 10th. And in the middleweight division, Pereira becomes the champion, which means Adesanya drops to the number 1 spot. Whittaker goes down to number 2, Cannonier to number 3, and Marvin Vettori number 4. The rest of the ranking remains the same, with Brunson on the 5th spot, Paulo Costa number 6, Strickland number 7, Hermanson number 8, Darren Till number 9, and Andrew Muniz as the number 10. Do you agree with these rankings? Let us know in the comments. Now it's time for our take. We believe Khamzat Chimaev will skip the line, and it's going to get the first shot at Pereira, and that should be a banger. The middleweight division has been shaken up, as we showed you in the rankings. Alex Pereira being crowned the new champion makes the division more interesting and intriguing. Adesanya, has lost 3 times across 2 sports to Alex Pereira, 2 times by knockout and TKO. We think Izzy needs a break and should prioritize his health issues, so he can hopefully come back and fight later in 2023. This opens up the opportunity for Robert Whittaker, who recently got booked for a fight with Paulo Costa at UFC 284. Whittaker, however, is not a big draw, so it does not make sense dollar-wise to the UFC to make a pay-per-view with the two. On the other hand, Khamzat Chimaev is very popular and is primed to make a move to middleweight because of his prior issues cutting weight. This matchup is very intriguing and would definitely be a big pay-per-view sell. Would you like to see Chimaev versus Pereira next, or do you prefer the immediate rematch between the last stylebender and Poatan? Let us know in the comments, and thank you for listening to our take and sticking with the take theme. Belal Muhammad claims Khabib is the Michael Jordan of mixed martial arts. Khabib Nurmagomedov is undeniably one of the greatest mixed martial arts fighters of all time. But is he the very best? The Eagle retired in October 2020 after amassing an unprecedented 29-fight win streak with 0 defeats in his career. Since then, Khabib has unsurprisingly flourished as a talented coach to several of his fellow countrymen, and even some outsiders like Chicago, Illinois, Belal Muhammad. The top welterweight contender's last win was arguably his best performance, defeating Sean Brady via second-round technical knockout at UFC 280 in Abu Dhabi. For Belal, it's easy to give credit where it's due after working alongside Khabib for that fight camp.
Wrecking shop right now.
Literally. I tell you, because to me, he's the Michael Jordan of MMA. He's the GOAT to me, and I'm like, I get to work with Michael Jordan in his prime. It's not like he retired because he was getting beat up or he was injured or anything. He retired for a reason. He's still the best to do it right now. He's still the best in the practice room, still an amazing athlete, and he's just bigger now. He doesn't have to cut weight, he doesn't have to diet, but he's still got all that greatness inside him. So I'm working with the Michael Jordan of MMA in his prime. If LeBron James could do that with Michael Jordan in his prime, like, he would probably want to go back in time to do that.
So he's getting in the ring with you.
Yeah.
And he's wrestling with you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Are you sparring, or you guys are just, he's not striking, he's just putting a grind on you.
Yeah. I wish he would just strike me, because I don't want to, like, his grappling.
Give me a break. Like,
yeah.
Like, at least punch me in the face.
Yeah, at least
wearing me like a sweater.
At least I can do something in striking. Like, in the grappling, I cannot do anything. Like, he's sitting there having a conversation with him. Brother, give me a Starbucks, as he's like getting me in a Kimura, and I'm like, bro, bro, I don't know whether to be mad or embarrassed.
Have a friend that you can touch and just jump on his back.
What do you think of Belal's comments? Do you think Khabib retired at the peak of his powers? Does he still have it? Write down your opinion in the comments section. Michael Bisping explains how Michael Chandler's ripped physique made it easier for Dustin Poirier to submit him. Michael Bisping believes Michael Chandler's six-pack abs may have played to his disadvantage during his UFC 281 clash against Dustin Poirier. Poirier won the instant classic with a third-round rear-naked choke submission. While discussing the fight with UFC light heavyweight Anthony Smith, Bisping noted how slick the Diamond was in securing a body lock triangle before the finish.
But the way that he wrapped his legs around the body triangle, so
fast.
Oh, it was
I missed
extra.
it. I was right there. It was so fast. He didn't go hooks. He didn't go 2 hooks in, then move to the body triangle. It was like in the transition, he slapped that body triangle on. It was fast.
That's the only time Michael Chandler's going to regret having such an impressive six-pack, because he was so ripped. Do you know what I mean? He could just fucking put his leg around there, no problem. A lot of the time, if he was a little chunkier, a little fatter, it would have been harder for Poirier. He would have to put one around, grab it with his leg, his arm, pull it in, cinch it over. So one time having that six-pack fucked him up.
Do you agree with Bisping, or is this a weird take? Kamaru Usman reacts to Adesanya's title loss against Alex Pereira. Kamaru Usman and Israel Adesanya are well-known friends, but now the two fighters have something in common. They both lost their belts this year in the final round. Usman felt he needed to say something to maybe comfort his friend. This is what he tweeted: "There's always turbulence before the breakthrough. This makes success so much sweeter. Champions never stay down. We always find a way to the top. What an amazing weekend with even more amazing people and energies. #blessed. #UFC 281. No one exactly knows what's next for both fighters. We like Easy to take a break and Usman to fight Leon again in 2023 to complete the trilogy. Brendan Schaub believes Pereira can't beat a single guy in the top 5. Brendan Schaub claims Alex Pereira will only remain middleweight champion for a short time if the UFC are to match him with an opposite style. He had this to say during his recent recap show.
Again, I'm not taking anything away from Alex, but again, I don't think he beats a single guy in the top 5. Robert Whittaker's, after he saw Izzy and Alex's grappling and the wrestling, you know, I'm sure every guy in the top 5 is like, dear God, please give me that guy. Because for those guys that can actually wrestle and they actually, you know, have not just one takedown, but they have an arsenal and they have chain wrestling and they have jiu-jitsu higher than a blue belt, they're foaming at the dick to get their hands on Alex Pereira. And the UFC knows this, and they're going to protect him. Like Khamzat tweeted out, was like, I'll fight at 85. I'll be your champ. Now, if the UFC actually want Khamzat to be that big of a superstar at 70 and 85, your next fight's going to be Khamzat versus Alex Pereira. Khamzat beats the shit out. He mops the floor. You know, again, I'm not taking anything away from Alex. It's just all about matchups and styles, and that's a complete nightmare for him.
While UFC President Dana White has suggested an immediate rematch between Adesanya and Pereira is likely, Adesanya himself has expressed an interest in taking time off after 3 fights in 10 months. He also referenced some health issues he needed to take care of before stepping back in the cage. What do you think the next logical move for both men is? If Israel Adesanya takes time off, who's the most deserving challenger for Alex Pereira? Let us know. That's all for today's video. If you want to know the latest UFC news, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell, and click the like button so you don't miss any details about the upcoming fights. Thanks for watching. See you soon.